Hear the frogs. I love springtime, man. At least I do now. I was thinking this morning. Yesterday I hauled about 3.5, close to 4 tons of rock and throwed it out here in the pond in 2 or 3 different places for the bluegills to nest in. Hi, cuz. Hello, everyone. Hello, Brian. Tim. If I missed anybody, sorry. I'm just sitting out here on the pond dam, man. Like I say, man, I love the springtime this time of year. I finally get outside and do something. I used to hate it. I was thinking about the step. There's no step 1.5, but I always thought they ought to be. Step 1 admitted we're powerless. Our life become unmanageable. I always thought ought to be, like 1.5, giving a shit. Then we come to believe we can get better. When I was out there, hi Brenda. I don't like to say what other people do. As a matter of fact, when I'm in a meeting and people are sharing, say we do this and we do that, and I know it's just not having, the vocabulary maybe, but I don't even like to hear that. We. That's why when I say we on here, I'm talking about me and whoever can identify with me. But I want to tell you how it was for me. If you got loved ones out there using, man, and they just keep going back and keep relapsing and just keep doing what they're doing, and you can't figure them out, God bless you, because I can look back on my own life and I couldn't figure it out either, other than a few basic things. Before I could cook dope and I didn't have dope, I could experience the pain of not using. NA talks about, when we get clean, we experience the pain of not using. I'm not going to try to describe that because probably everybody's got their own pain, whatever it is. And I experienced that when I couldn't get my dope. I was buying it off a buddy of mine, and sometimes go 2 or 3 weeks without it. It's just you couldn't get it, and I was hooked like hell on it, and I was fucking miserable. I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't go to work. I forced myself to go to work sometimes. Just left to keep my job, and all the time I was doing that, man, whether it be a week, 2 weeks, 2 or 3 days, all I could think of was, when's he gonna get that dope, man? And when's he gonna get it? I'd chase, every night. And, if I was away from Kath and she didn't know, because back then she didn't know I was using, I'd just chase. And I was. NA says, when we stop justifying our using, then we can quit. It says, until we stop justifying it, we're almost doomed to keep on using. And man, I justified it. I was addicted, and it's like I gotta have this shit to get out of bed. I gotta have this shit to put my feet on the floor. Somebody else might have to have whatever they're having to stop the pain, or to deal with someone, or whatever it is. Justification. I gotta have it for this. Like I said yesterday, a lot of times I gotta have it because I'm Greg and I deserve it. Who's supposed to tell me I can't have it? And when I had it, hell, everything's all right. I could do the things I wanted to do. But as the years went by doing it, I started doing less and less of the things I wanted to do, and more of the dope. I stopped drinking beer and smoking pot. I think that's a sight, and I know that's common. I know I'm not the only one. Not everybody does, but, I know I did, and I know a few others did. Man, there's something happens when you got that shit in your head. Like I said, I'm talking if you're trying to figure someone out or something, it hijacks the brain. It hijacks the brain, and man, like I said, when I first started doing the shit, a little bit would go a long way. And I'd get out here in the yard and I'd clean, I'd build things, I'd just do everything, you know. I remember one of the boys coming home, and the school bus driver told us, said, "Man, your dad just always out there doing something, you know." Yeah, I was always out there doing something. Dope. But, you know, like I say, as the years went by and the more and more I used and the more and more it took, the less time I actually had to do anything, you know. In the end, it was a 24-hour day job, 7 day a week, just to stay high. And, you know, I'm not paying no attention who's on there, you guys. I'm sorry. The sun's in my eyes. I can't hardly see. Tammy, hi Tammy. Jim, hello brother. Like I say, man, I'm just sitting out here in Pond Dam. My old ass is kind of tired, man. I went and put up a deer feeder this morning. I'm out here on the Pond Dam, cleaning off the Pond Dam again. Check it out. I don't know if you can see it or not. Anyway, you know, when I got clean, you know, I couldn't do this. It's taken years for me. Now, you know, I'm not saying everybody goes through this, but it took years for me. I mean, my place looked like, you know, the dump, you know, the garage and the barn and the house and the basement, and it's all, man, just trash. And when I looked at that, it just made me sick to my stomach. You know, it took me years to be able to develop. Granny used to say the word gumption, to have the gumption to get out there and clean on it. Hi, Lane. Had the gumption to do anything. I wasn't capable of doing it. My brain was fried and my body was wore out, and you know, and I just couldn't do it, and I didn't do it. It took forever. I think that's what I'm talking about. That step 1.5, just my step 1.5. You know, it ain't out there, but giving a shit. You know, like I say, when I was using, man, I didn't give a shit. I didn't want to stop. Like I say, my brain, man, addiction. No, the closest thing I was thinking about this morning, about the closest thing maybe you compare to it if you never ever got around addiction is maybe cigarettes. You know, I see people freak plumb the fuck out when they ain't got cigarettes, you know. But cigarettes don't make you do the kind of shit that I did and some of the people I know did, because cigarettes don't do the same damn thing to your brain as what's going on with us, you know, but it's the same thing, man. It's that addiction. You know, and then when I got clean, you know, and, you know, all this stuff was going on out here. You know, I needed everything. Like my roof was falling in. I'm in a house. I mean, Mother Nature reclaimed the property, and it's like, you know, I destroyed everything. I mean, I destroyed my brain, you know, and it's like, I guess what I'm trying to say, you know, I never knew I was ever going to get to where I'm at today. You know, it's like, I think a lot of people probably, you know, they get clean, and if they've been, you know, some dope different than others, man. Some dope affects us different than others. And I'm not saying somebody's got it any better than the other, somebody's got it worse than the other, but it's a fact, you know. Some things work different. You know, the disease is pretty well the same, but the dope damage is different, you know. And I think a lot of people, you know, especially in the beginning, man, don't make it because the shit hits them like it hit me, maybe. You know, you get clean, and it's like, I was so naive when I was in jail, you know. I thought, when I go home, I'm going to be, you know, being in jail, you know, you just in jail, and I actually thought I was going to do the same things when I got clean as I was doing when I was using. I didn't know that was just in a matter of days that I wasn't going to be able to get out of my house, you know. I didn't know nothing about depression. I didn't know nothing about none of that shit. I actually thought, swear to God, I thought, you know, I tinkered around my basement. I had my own little workshop down there taking apart cigarette lighters and shit like that, stupid shit, you know. And I actually thought I was going to go home and continue doing them things. You know, say, I didn't know that I screwed myself up. And I found out pretty fast. I didn't know how long it was going to take, you know, and I didn't know nothing. And just like I said in another video, all I know is I didn't know. Everything took me by surprise when I got clean. And you know, if it wasn't been for being, thank God I was a sissy and didn't want to go to prison. Thank God that little judge told me, hello Fern. Thank God that judge told me, you know, if I catch you in here, Greg, you know, you're going to go to prison, dude. Because I knew I couldn't support my habit. You know, I knew I couldn't support my habit without going to prison, so I just had to deal with my shit, deal with what the damage is done, you know. And I see people coming into recovery all the time, you know, they don't want to do the things that they used to do. You know, when they try them, it's like it's less than. It ain't worth the fuck. It's no fun. It's this and that and the other. And it's like, man, why should I go on doing this if it's, you know, especially when it lingers and it lingers. It's like, why the hell should I keep on? Why, you know, might as well go back to dope. This is the way it's going to be. Hi, Michelle. And you know, you know, hello, Mike. I mean, for real. I mean, why? If this is the way I'm going to have to live my life, I might as well go back to dope and take my chances. You know, at least I can move around when I had dope. You know, I mean, it took a shitload of it. Maybe I think maybe people think like that. You know, and that and it's just what we know. You know, like I say, man, I can finally do things. You know, and it's taking a long time, and I hate people go back and relapse. I don't even like the word relapse. You know, it seems like it's an accident or something, man. We don't have accidents. We just fucking use. You know, uh, you lay around the house. You know, people come home, get clean, and you know just come back home, lay around the house, and make you think they're doing good. You know, make you think they're wanting something. They just resting. They just resting, man. And I don't know, man. If you're like I say, I was just sitting here. That's what I'm doing, resting. I wore my old ass out on this fucking pond dam. But I want to say something about that, you know, giving a shit. You know, if I'd have known that I could learn to do the things that I used to do clean, I might have went at it a little harder. You know, I realized a long time ago that, hi Mike, I realized a long time ago, you know, but then it was a long time after I quit, you know, it's like, I never did it. Hello, Brian. I never did anything without using first anyway. You know, from the very first time I got high, from the very first time I drank, did any speed, any kind, you know, anything that I never, you know, I wouldn't go fishing. You know, I didn't go fishing without a buzz first. You know, I didn't go hunting without a buzz first. You know, I didn't do nothing without a buzz first. And then when I got clean, there weren't no buzz and there wasn't no desire to do anything. And when I started trying to do things very slowly, very little, I just wasn't getting the joy out of it. You know, mainly like I said, maybe because my chemical receptors was fucked up, I was chemically imbalanced, but still yet, even after years, it's still the joy didn't come back. Sometimes the joys don't come back. I know they told me, and the professionals told me, you know, Greg, if you're going to fish in that pond, if you're going to enjoy doing it, you know, I remember when I got clean, right after I got a house arrest, I bought 2 fishing poles, brand new ones. Hello, Don. 2 brand new fishing poles, and I didn't get them out till 2 years ago. That's almost 12 years. Them 2 fishing poles set in the house, you know. I might have got them out a couple times, and it was just like, fuck it, you know. This sucks. You know, I remember arrowhead hunting, trying arrowhead hunting. I might have told you that too, you know, taking Kathy arrowhead hunting, and all I wanted to do was go home. You know, it sucked, you know, and you know, it's like I say, man, if this is what it's going to be like, I might as well fucking get high, you know. I might as well drink me a beer. I might as well smoke me a joint. I know if I drink me a beer, smoke me a joint, I'll be lit, and I'll be ready to do arrowheads. I'll be go fishing, hunting, you know, walking the woods, you know, just. But, you know, I really didn't want that, you know. I wanted to be normal, you know, and I didn't think I was ever going to get there. Say the dope just messed me up, and I've been clean for 2 years from Dr. Opius, and it was hard to get out of bed, and still is, but it gets better and better every day. Yeah, it does get better. It did get better for me until I started trying. You know, you know, I had to start trying. That's what they told me. They said, you don't have to relearn this stuff, Greg. You know, and I thought, well, that's crazy. How am I supposed to force myself to do something I don't want to do in order to learn how to do it and enjoy it again, you know? This addiction thing, man, is crazy. But that's what I had to do. You know, that's what I had to do. And it was a real struggle. You know, I feel for people early on, man. I really do, you know. Especially if they really don't understand what's going on with them, you know. They just get clean, don't get into recovery, or don't get around somebody that's been through the shit and, you know, kind of encourage them on and stuff, you know. It's so easy to run back. You know, I mean, I didn't run back, but I know about running back to the old behaviors, you know. It's just, it's a fry, man. We need to we need to give a shit. You know, I just think people need to know, man, that there is. I know people see it. There's all over Facebook. Recovery things out there. You know, people get better. Man, addiction is a disease of isolation, man. A lot of us don't see that shit. We ain't looking for it. We don't care. We're too busy getting high. You know, and when we are clean, we're too fucking miserable to go out and do anything to try to recover. I know I was. You know, like I say, I had no idea what NA was, or like I said yesterday, and laughed about AA, and you know, I didn't know what recovery was, and the years went by, and I didn't think I was fucking ever gonna be out here. You know, like I say, and I'm just so blessed today. You know, to be able to sit out here and you know, put up my deer feeders. You know, and play with my pond. There's a nice big bass swimming around out here. You know, and I enjoy watching him. You know, you see him over there, got a bunch of raspberries, blackberries, shit. I started working on them the other day, you know. I can do these things again without getting high. That's like a miracle or something, man. That I can enjoy life without getting high. For the first time in my life since the first high, I can enjoy life again without getting high. I don't know. Like I said, I was just tired, man. You know, if you got loved ones out there, God bless you. I wish I had a solution for you. I wish I had the solution for them. I think NA's got the solution. If it's alcohol, I think AA's got the solution. And there's other programs out there, solutions. Most of these programs that I know about, that I'm familiar with, hi Lane. Most of the programs that I'm familiar with, you know, kind of lead us to a higher power that helps us, you know. I know AA's founded around that, you know. Powerless over alcohol, we need a higher power greater than ourselves, you know. That's what they done to me, you know. I can't understand how it all works, you know. But I give a shit today. You know, I give a shit for my life. I give a shit for all those people out there struggling, man. I wish I could help them all, you know. I wish I could talk some sense into them, man. I wish I could say, man, give a shit. You're worth it. Your life is worth it. You know, you can see it in a lot of people's eyes. They don't think they're worth the effort. You know, they don't think the work is worth the effort. The pain is worth the effort. You know, but it is. You know, pretty cool, really. It's taking a long time, though, man. I don't know. I really ain't got much else to say. I looked at them other videos I made, and I went on and on and on and on. Nobody wants to sit and listen to that shit for hours. You know, hell, I didn't even listen to it. I had to go back and look at it and see what I said, you know, because I don't know what I'll say. But anyway, man, if you know your life is, you know you're powerless over drugs, you know, if you're powerless over food, you're powerless over whatever it is, you know what I mean? When I'm saying that, I mean you can't stop on your own, or when you stop, it fucking sucks. You know, that's what it's supposed to do, I guess, suck. You know, you gotta be able to go through the shit, man. You gotta be able to go through the shit. There's another side to it, though, I promise you. You know, I'm standing on the other side. You know, they say that, I read something, is the hardest place in the world to be is in between. You know, the scariest place in the world to be in between, you know, where to be in between, you know, when you used and when you found recovery, like an abstinence. Fuck, that was hard. That was real hard. Man, it's just so cool on this side. It felt human again. You know, to be able to love again. To be, like I say, just to be able to enjoy my place, man. To be able to enjoy people. These are things that I had to work at. You know, I don't like, you know, when I say that, it's like I, you know. It weren't just I, it's me and them. You know, me and God, and, you know, just, I don't know, man. It's just pretty cool today. You know, guys, if you're justifying what you're doing, you'll never be able to quit. I believe that. Literature tells me that. I know I justified my shit all my life, you know. Couldn't quit, didn't want to quit, blah, 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 blah. Man, I had to have it, you know. I thought. Man, when you get clean, go through the shit. Cry a little bit, whine a little bit, get fucking mad, punch something, tear something up, break dishes. I don't give a fuck what you do. Just don't go back to dope. You know, you got to go through the pain. You know, and there's a reward on the other side worth giving a shit about. You know, but that's up to you to find it, man. Anyway, I got more brush to cut. I love y'all, and I'll see you on the flip side.